All right, well, after filling the replica suits of Strahd's royal battle armor and encountering a few more priests of Cybus, the halls of the dungeon, the dark halls, still sort of sprawl out before you. You come to sort of a T-section in the sprawling dungeon below the little town of Barovia. And would you like to head in the direction of the stairs or straight across?
Lilith's gonna go to the stairs.
Did you say that they could hear chanting down here?
Yes, as soon as they came down from the attic, the spiraled staircase leading through the house, there's been an incessant chanting echoing through the halls. Lilith, as you make your way to the T-section and turn the corner down towards the stairs, again, the chanting grows louder. It's still sort of imperceptible what the words are, but it seems as though you're getting closer to their origin of the sound.
Down this hall or down the stairs? Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, go this way.
Yeah, as you curve your way around and make your way down, it curves, the steps curve a second time, and you can hear the loud chants issued through the hallway. You discern many voices repeating, "She is slain, she is risen. She is slain, she is risen." And then it switches to, "He is ancient, he is the land. He is ancient, he is the land." And it kind of alternates between those two phrases. This long hall is dark, and the pillars of the room are twisted with vines. And behind two of the pillars, as you turn the corner, and some of your companions flow out behind you, some of the vines around the big pillars begin to shudder, and the shadows in the room sort of warp and twist around the tall pillars that line this long hall here that leads towards the sound of the chanting. And two mounds of shambling mounds appear, I guess. Two shambling mounds appear. There we go. As the vines sort of twist together to form these massive earthy entities. They sort of stare at you in the darkness, and then the one on the far end lumbers towards you I know we just exited, but why don't you go ahead and select your tokens and roll initiative once again?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Where are we on the map?
Here. I'll get you guys at least on that layer.
Thank you.
I feel like they should have made this room larger because this image just really doesn't match up quite as so much with these creatures.
No.
No, it doesn't.
Design flaw, but you know.
Yeah.
This room looks like it should be so much bigger than it is.
Yeah. There we go. Jin, you're up. Did we lose you? You might be muted, Jin.
I am muted. Whoopsies. As a bonus action, Jin will start humming the tune to, I don't know, some obnoxious commercial jingle. Add on, apply directly to the forehead. Blade song. I will confess to being unprepared. I'm trying to recall. We'll take a second to recall the strengths and weaknesses of a shambling mound. It has been a minute.
Yeah, you can make an intelligence check.
Arcana, history, nature,
Nature.
or straight?
Be in nature.
Nature. 19.
You recall that these particular creatures are resistant to cold and fire and immune to lightning.
They are resistant to cold and fire, and lightning will be completely ineffective. Don't use that.
You also probably recall that these particular creatures possess one of Jin's most feared properties of an enemy, which is blind sight.
Yes. I don't really go invisible all that often.
Yeah,
but
I
that
know.
does certainly make things more. It certainly makes things harder. I think he's just gonna synaptic static here. Yeah. DC 20 intelligence save. Or bad things will happen to them.
For both of them?
Yep.
A 1 and a 3.
They take 26 points of psychic and subtract a d6 from all their attack rolls and ability checks.
Ooh.
Yeah, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. They get an int roll at the end of every turn to avoid that effect.
Okay.
Good luck.
Let's see. All right, minus 1d6 to all their attack rolls. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's probably going to do it.
You probably recharge your arcane combustor a little bit there, huh?
It is almost full.
Ah,
Thank
nice.
you, Lep.
Mercy.
Actually, no, I take that back. It is full.
I'm guessing I can get past everyone.
Yes, yeah. You can move through your companions.
Okay. And they are large and close.
They are large and close, yes.
And they haven't gone, so the dagger's gonna go stabby stab.
Both attacks hit.
And they've both taken damage, right?
Oh yes, they both have taken damage. That is correct.
That's 1. And that's 2. That's 13 and 17.
13 and 17, okay.
And again.
As you're hacking away at these large, thick vines dangling off the two creatures. Both of those attacks will hit as well.
9 and 9.
Bonus action.
And 1 more.
Yep. Both of those are good as well.
10 and 9.
10 and 9. You hack big honking vines that kind of make these slopping sounds as they hit the stone floor of the large pillared chamber. And 10 and 9. And Lilith, you're up.
Okay, she's gonna take 3 swings at the one in front of her.
There you go. Your first attack carves into the beast there before you. Roll the damage for that one.
That is a 13 slashing and 7 radiant.
Your second attack, you swing in and some of the vines start to twist around Radiant Dancer. Why don't you make a strength check for me? And you yank Radiant Dancer free, and your third attack with a blast of radiant light at the end of your blade slices through. Give me that crit damage. Oh, you rolled it already? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 67 total? Do you want to roll the burst? Because you crit, right?
I think that's already added in here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, it's already added in here.
Yep. As you yank your blade out of the grasp of the vines, and you drive your weapon into the creature, just through all the little creases in the vines of the monster, little shards of radiant light shoot out of it and burn away a lot of its insides. That guy's definitely in trouble. More than bloodied. Do you want to move or anything, Lilith?
No, she'll just stay where she is. She's still really pissed about what her dad said, so.
Mercy, make a perception check for me.
Sure. I don't know if this counts, but I have bonuses to invisibles and undead.
It won't matter for this. As you step further into the room, between these two mounds of vines, you can kind of see into this hall here, and you can see it sort of slopes down. There's a gradient, and you can see like the bottom of some sort of grate or portcullis or something, and that is where the chanting is coming through. You can hear the figures in the room chanting in unison. She is slain. She is risen. She is slain. She is risen. Come to us, Lord Strahd. Receive our gift. Lep, go ahead.
All right. Lep runs into here. His eyes are wide. He is incredibly giddy. He's like, I know what to do. I know what to do. I can do this. And you see his ring sort of glows a bit as he goes and casts light. And he is doing it as a twin spell, so I'll be spending 4 sorcery points to hit both of them.
Ooh. How many sorcery points does a level 15 sorcerer have?
15. Or 18.
Nice.
No, 15? I think 15.
I haven't seen someone play a sorcerer in a long time, so it's kind of...
Yeah.
I've never played a sorcerer,
yeah.
so this is fun. But if I need them to make a DC 21 con save, they are a magical plant, I'm assuming. So they make it with disadvantage.
Okay.
And if they fail, the spell deals maximum damage. So it deals 64.
All right.
If they fail.
Describe what it looks like as you wither these two creatures.
Ooh, you see, like, his ring sort of glows as this, like, necrotic, sort of shadowy smoke releases and envelops both of these creatures.
They begin to just instantly decompose, and the room begins to sort of fill with the smell of just like decomposed plant materials. It becomes sort of moldy and musty in the room as the plants, these big mounds, just wither into little piles of mush.
I did it, guys! See?
That was very well done, Leps. Good job.
Jin, do you think you can make it smell nicer in here?
Oh, yeah. Prestidigitation smells like roses.
Nice.
Would I know if these things have anything useful about them?
Probably not anymore.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me pull a shambling mound back up. I'm sure Lep would like to probably make it into a tea.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Well, I'm just taking a stab in the dark. You know, most plants have some kind of use for either poisons or potions.
Well,
tea.
yeah, I suppose, like, if I take its stat block into consideration, then, you know, some of this muck left behind could be used in that kind of manner. So maybe create, like, some sort of cold fire or lightning resistance potion. Maybe properly extracted by the right person could develop a potion that would allow somebody to have blind sight for a time. Yeah, sure. It's the plant material is useful if you would like to collect some.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Lep would also like to collect some.
Sure.
Do I need to roll for that?
No, you just need something to store it in. It's sort of heaps of mush, plant mush.
I have
has
an empty
vials.
potion flask.
Yeah, that works. You don't need much. You guys collect some remnants of these shambling mounds, and Lilith, as you descend the slope there, you come to a rusty iron portcullis. It is submerged in 2 feet of soupy water. And as you look into the chamber, the full force of the voices hitting you, all in unison. She is slain. She is risen. Come to us, Lord Strahd. Receive our gift. In the room, you can see featureless stone pillars supporting a high ceiling in this 40-foot square chamber. Murky waters cover the floors up to about 2 feet now. Your ankles are submerged. And a breach in the western wall, you can see across the chamber, leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. You can make out the edges of 2 sets of stone stairs that lead up to a dry stone ledge that hugs the wall. And you can see 14 hooded figures standing atop the ledges, chanting loudly, robed with their faces obscured. In the middle of the room, through the holes in the grates, you see an octagonal dais that's raised 3 tiers above the water. And atop the dais is a stone altar drenched in freshly spilled blood. Above the altar, the source of the blood is this bloody, lifeless woman dangling above the altar from chains that have hooked into her flesh in various places around her body. And she's sort of mounted to the ceiling. And driven through her heart, you can make out the shape of a ceramic stake that is plunged all the way through her body. And the blood is flowing down it onto the top of the altar. And as you're gazing through the slits in the grate, the pool of blood atop the altar begins to bubble and boil. And a large figure begins to pull itself up out of the blood. This thickly muscled, sort of pink-fleshed figure drenched in the blood that it's pulling itself up from, sort of slowly emerges, and it's wearing sort of a half plated on one side down its arm, the other half of its arm and shoulder is exposed, and it's wearing this gruesome twisted horned helm. And as it fully emerges up out of the blood, it sort of stretches its body to its full length on top of the altar, and it reaches up and sort of caresses the body hanging from the chains above it. And it slowly goes down, and it reaches its hand into the pool of blood that it emerged from, and it pulls out a gruesome pointed spear out from the pool of blood. And the voices, they chant and chant again and again, "She is slain. She is risen." And then the voices go quiet, and then they start from a whisper, and it gets louder and louder as they chant, "He is ancient. He is the land." What would you like to do?
First of all, does Lilith know who the woman is?
Make an insight check.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration to see if I can roll better. Nope. Okay.
You don't recognize her, probably mainly because her flesh has been mutilated to quite a heavy degree. The only thing you recall is that the 2 children that you met outside of the house were quite worried about their handmaiden.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like we might have to fight a cult.
We can do that. We've done it before.
Mavathor, now that you're closer to it, sort of the obfuscation of the death house slips away, and the rod piece that you hold is telling you that the piece that you're searching for is somewhere in that room before you.
Say, rod pieces in there. We'll need to go in and kill them, probably.
I have a question.
Right?
Sure.
How close are these people to each other?
In the large room that they're in, there's sort of this raised stone ledge that wraps around the entirety of the room with stairs on either end, and on either side of the room, they're essentially shoulder to shoulder lining the walls.
Do we want the
Okay, 'cause-
stealth in?
No, I have a new thing that will basically electrocute anyone who's within 10 feet of each other.
Oh.
Ancient. He is the land. He is ancient.
Whether I hit or not.
He is the land.
Shall I shoot him?
Who's gonna break the grate?
I mean, I'm here. I could probably break it.
Okay.
I would point out that we have projectile weapons and they don't.
Well, yeah, but they probably have magic.
Fun fact, blood conducts electricity.
That is very interesting.
Fun fact, you throw enough electricity at anything, everything will conduct electricity.
Also true.
Yeah.
Orders?
Are we gonna shoot? Or should I break the grate?
How big is the grate?
I mean, it's probably 8 feet high and 6 feet wide, maybe.
I mean, I would say break it, Lilith, but that's just me.
Alright.
Ego will take aim with final
He
journey
is the land. He is risen.
and ready in action.
He is the land.
I will ready in action to shoot as soon as the grate's gone.
So 26 hit the grate?
26 hits the grate. Lilith, with a Radiant Dancer, your blade carves through the rusted bars of the grate. The heads along the lines of the walls on either side snap to look at the origins of the sound. You hear one of them say from their position, the first sacrifice for our Lord has arrived. And they all point at you at once. You're
She
ready.
just kind of does one of these.
Your readied actions can go, but also select your tokens and roll initiative.
Click, boom, goes the simulacrum. Wow.
This is so depressing. We all rolled so low. Well, except Mercy. Mercy.
Oh
rolled
wait,
good.
I have advantage because of you, Lilith. Hold up. Well,
Yay for
take
initiative
18.
advantage.
Yeah, we'd love to see it.
All right, go ahead and make your shots for your held actions.
I'm moving forward just to get a shot, so...
An order in for Thago. It should arrive in the next 10 minutes.
This dude in the red robe in the middle on the left.
21 on the big guy.
21 does hit the big guy. You're saying this guy here?
Yes. So 27 on the roped figure for me.
22 force from the sniper
can-
rifle.
You can do Thagos first.
22 force from the sniper rifle. Okay. Do you want to roll damage for Penumbra as well?
Oh no, Penumbra was what I used as the macro for the attack.
Oh, okay, I see. Mercy, your shot hits.
So that's 14, and then everyone within 10 feet of him has to make the save.
All right. As soon as your strike hits that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clouds of dark smoke flash up around about half of the figures in the room. And as the clouds of dark smoke drift away, there are 6 priests of Cybus hidden among the robed cultists worshipping Strahd. Your shot still hits, 14 force damage, and that one and the 2 on either side also take extra lightning damage.
They still take if they pass as well.
Is it a dex? Yeah, dex save.
Yeah.
Now my roll 20's kind of frozen up on me a little bit here.
Oh no.
I'll continue to mark these guys while it loads itself up. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Dex. 18 and a 6.
Pass fail. And that's everyone within 10 feet of him, right?
10 feet on either side.
Yep, anyone within 10 feet.
You get 4 of them then, so I'll make 2 more saves. Dex. 2 more fails. So give me the 2d8 damage as well for the guys on the sides. All right. You fire your shot, and a jolt of electricity sort of spreads through the figures, all sort of shoulder to shoulder here on that ledge. two of the cultists still in their like original sort of deep purple sort of plum plumage, their robe that they're wearing, as they're still sort of trying to chant, they let out these sort of death knells, and two of them tumble off the platforms into the 2 feet of watery muck.
Oh, cool.
The priests, however, remain, but that one takes 14. The other guy took 22. Did anyone else have a held action? All right, top of the turn order, Mercy.
Okay, can I get between these two cultists over here, or no?
You can move wherever you like, yeah.
Yep, she's also going to slap... Wait, maybe. Okay, she's going to use... Okay, question. I have a spell that triggers when I hit with a melee attack. Will it only affect the first person I hit with each attack?
I don't know, click the spell. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the end of the duration, a powerful gravity field appears at the point of impact. Target must succeed on a strength save or be restrained.
Single hit.
Yeah, single hit. Yeah, it's like a it's like a smite. Yeah. But once you're concentrating on it, you know.
Yeah, I'm just looking here, don't mind me. I think I am going to use it, though. So.
Okay.
And then stabby stab. So I'll miss that first one, but then the other one hits and takes that spell?
Yes, yep.
And also the extra damage from First Blood. And that. And then I need the strength save, please.
You're doing the gravity strike on the green guy, yeah?
Yeah, he's the one I hit.
Natural 1. Your gravity field plants them firmly in their position. They are restrained. And I think they take an extra 1d6, right? 1d6 force at the start of each of his turns. They can make a strength check with their action to free themselves. Okay, that one's restrained.
Okay, more stabbies. That's advantage on the restrained one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Both of those hit?
Both of those will definitely hit.
So that is 1826 on the first.
All right. Whoa.
Ooh, and 32 on the second.
It'd be so satisfying to like be rolling, 3 actual d8s and all of them turn up 8.
Yeah, that is something.
That is so pretty.
Are these guys still up?
It'd be more appropriate if they were 666, but I'll take 8s. They're both still up, but both bloodied.
See if I can fix that. $14 hit?
14 hits the priests, yes.
16 on the first.
Ooh.
19 on the second.
Both of them are unconscious.
Okay, she's just gonna yell back at the others. We have white robes in here. Hit their tattoos.
Lep.
All right. Lep is gonna move in. He's gonna look to Mercy. I'm sorry in advance about this. And, well, actually, I should ask a question before
Sure.
I do this. Because he has the deck of cards. And if he were to try and pull one of those during a combat, what part of the action economy would that take? Like a bonus action, an action, a free object interaction? Can I just not do that? Just an idea.
Bonus action.
Bonus action? Okay. Well, okay, cool. But he's gonna yell out, "Sorry, Mercy," and he's gonna cast Sunburst. He's gonna cast it right on top of this guy.
Is Mercy in the blast area of that?
Yes, sadly.
That's unfortunate. Thago
Yeah.
counters.
Nope, she's just gonna tell Lepus, do it.
Sorry.
Does they go counterspell?
Yeah.
Now, do I want to counter the counter is the question.
I can counter the counter.
11 doesn't do it anyway, so you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, but everyone in this room will, including me, will need to make a DC 21 con save or take 37 damage and are blinded. Undead and oozers have disadvantage.
Con, you said?
Yeah. Oh, wait, actually, I'm sorry. I could have, I feel so stupid right now. I could have just done that and saved all of us that time. I can just do Careful Spell. So you and me won't have to roll saves. We'll be saving automatically.
Two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Con saves, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, DC 21.
Counterspell would still happen anyway, or still attempt to happen anyway, as part of pre-programmed logic.
All right.
That's gonna hit a lot of these guys.
It's gonna hit all of them.
60-foot radius, so yeah, it'll get everybody in the room.
It's gonna hit everyone.
All right. In flash of brilliant light, you all hear these splashing sounds as more of the cultists sworn to Strahd tumble off their positions into the murky waters. To of the priests are blinded. Do they take half damage on save?
Yes.
And the abomination from the blood pools is also blinded.
Great.
Does the blind last on their turns? Do they make a save?
A creature blinded makes another con save at the end of each of its turns.
Okay, end of their turns. Alrighty, 37.
Yeah, 37.
And half
so,
damage if saved.
Yes. So that is 37. I'm not good at math.
That's okay, 15. 18?
Yeah, 18. So Mercy, you would take 18.
I
And
thought
I
you
would
careful spelled me.
I did, so...
Which just means you
Even though we-
automatically saved on the
Yeah, we
saving
automatically save. Yeah.
throw. But
so
you still
you-
take
you-
half damage.
Yeah, you still take half.
Okay.
And you're not
13?
you're not blind.
Yeah, you're not blind. Yeah, you take
Ah.
18, I will take 9.
Alright, anything else left?
I mean, yeah. I'm just... You said it was a bonus action, correct?
Yep.
To bully card. He's gonna move. I'm sorry, Mercy, in advance, but I need to do this. I'll try to do this.
That was awesome. You've earned one.
And so he's going to pull a card from the deck.
Roll a d19 for me, Lep.
Okay.
Wheel of morality, turn. Reveal to us the lesson we're all about to learn.
That
As
sunburst
you
burned some of the tattoos, right?
Oh yeah, did they?
Well, I'll let you choose. You can either do the damage or you can remove tattoos.
I think removing tattoos would be better. We'll say
Okay.
This time.
Then you'll remove 2 of their marks if they failed and 1 of their marks if they passed.
Okay.
Let me update that real
That
quick.
was excellent.
I've been waiting to use that spell since I got it. And like this is the perfect place to use it. I just hope this card doesn't fuck us all over. It can fuck me up. That's fine.
But it wasn't a death save.
All right. 11. You say?
I mean, yeah, I've been given a deck of many things. He's gonna use it. I can't not use it.
Embrace the chaos.
Exactly.
All right. Give me a second here. Sorry, this is gonna.
It's all good.
I'll resolve this as quickly as I can. But hold on.
Not
Yeah.
void, not void.
I don't know
Not
what
ruin,
any of
not
you guys
ruin,
do.
not ruin.
Yeah. I've never used the deck of many things, so like I don't know any of the cards.
Wish I
I
were
think
you.
I've heard things about summoning a pit lord, or is that wild magic?
That
No.
I have no idea.
Avatar of Death, certainly. Pit Lord, not so much.
Yeah. I mean, Lep could just die right here. This could be his death.
Please don't die again.
And
I hope
actually, one of
not.
the cards is like instant auto death, no save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like only a wish spell can bring them back with some shit.
All right. Hold on. I mean, you know, it is a adventure that will eventually determine the fate of the multiverse. Lep. What weapon proficiencies do you have?
Let me check. I am proficient in club, dagger, dart, javelin, lance, longsword, mace, quarterstaff, rapier, scimitar, sickle, sling, spear, and whip.
And what kind of weapon, if one were to magically materialize out of the ether
Nice.
into your hand, what kind of weapon would you like it to be?
Indiana Jones.
I mean, I feel like a. I mean, he already has one rapier. We can just give him another one.
Okay, you just want another rapier?
Start a
Sure.
collection.
You pull the card
What's-
Lep out of the old leather satchel that you're carrying them in, and you turn it face up, and the picture on the card has like a black background with a golden image of like an old golden skeleton key on it. Okay, and suddenly you feel like the weight of a blade in your hand, and what materializes is a rapier, and there's the hilt of the rapier, the handguard sort of spreads out like a traditional rapier might, but the little sort of the detail on the side of the handle is like in the shape of a twisted key, and the blade is long, thin, and slender, and shimmering golden. Roll a d4.
That's a 4.
You are now in possession of a luck blade, and it has 3 wishes in it.
Holy crap!
I'm sorry, what?
What? I don't. What?
Yeah.
Hold
What's a
on.
luck blade?
Whoa.
I don't know what a luck blade is.
I'll drop it on your character sheet.
Okay.
It's a +2 or +3 sword with 3 wishes in it.
It's in the compendium in Roll20.
Yeah.
Luck blade.
I'll drop one on you.
Thank you. Yeah. I can 3 wishes. Oh my god. I told you, Mercy, these cards are good.
You didn't do it on Eberron, so you have my thanks.
Three wishes for Lepus.
All right, there you go. Got a luck blade on the underneath Infernal Reminder there.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm sorry, but that is perfect considering when he did his tarot reading, his future was a wish.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah. It was fate.
It was.
Oh, out of curiosity, since when he originally used his for the first card that had a wish on it, but he used it not for a non-traditional wish thing, did you roll the percentage die for him to never be able to use wish again?
Let me see. I did not, but let me do it now. Because it's only fair that we follow most of the rules.
Yes.
1 in 3 chance.
Let's see. %33% chance that you are unable to cast Wish ever again if you suffer this stress. Alright, if I roll a 33 or below here, you are forbidden from ever being able to manifest wishes.
If you roll a 33 or below? Oh, damn.
It's okay.
Okay.
You're fine. You get as far away as possible. Hey man, you gotta embrace the chaos.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here's the real question for you. Can Wish remove their marks?
Can it?
I mean, that's kind of like using a military-grade laser to do a PowerPoint presentation.
You'll never know until you try.
Oh, we'll try it. We'll try it.
All right.
But
and
that is his turn.
Your luck is gonna run out one day, Lap, but it's fitting that you received a luck blade before it does.
Hey, what are you doing after this session? You want to buy me a couple lottery tickets?
Oh yeah, maybe.
All right, go ahead. Anything else, Lap?
No, that's it.
All right, we'll go until 9:30 and see if we can finish out this combat. But I'll have to cut it off at 9:30.
Yeah.
That's if you're all available.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What a
Good.
turn.
Jin.
Incredible. Yep. In progress. It'll take a minute.
It's all good.
But Thago will be directed to go into the room. Vamp next to Mercy, and then very lightly tap her on the shoulder with a one of these.
Okay.
And we will click the Vamp button in order to get there. It'll arrive sometime next week. Here we go. We have clicked the Vamp button. Here we are. We move to here to do that. And then I will proceed to go move here. We will click the we'll go ahead and click the arcane combustor button at full blast. You know what? I think I'm going to do click the greater invisibility button too. So this will be done with advantage. Super advantage. Not a crit. 96 plus an attack from the fist at super advantage, which is also not a crit.
Anything above? Are you going for the big guy?
Yeah, big guy.
All right, all that hits.
All right. I will mail 48 force plus 96 plus 8 damage your way. It'll arrive sometime next week. I am done after that. Except I'll probably move back around this corner. So slow. Alright, 14 force damage from the fist.
14 fist damage.
From the backhand of backhandery. And a whole lot of awful for the... Oh, no, it's actually more. 31 points of force damage from the exploding gun. Pass turn.
At the end of your turn, Jin, the relentless impaler at the top of the DS is going to spend a legendary action and teleport just here. And because they are blind, are going to make a spike attack against Yulep with disadvantage. Does 22 hit?
22 does hit, but I'm going to use shield.
All right.
Thank you, Lip.
You see this creature whose sort of abdomen is embedded with all of these iron spikes. It pulls one out of itself and tries to jab it into you. But at the last moment, your shield spell deflects the incoming pointed, rusted little object shooting straight for you. And you avoid having to get a tetanus shot later. Lilith? Oh, sorry, Mavathor. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, let me just move forward here so I can actually see the room. Okay. Does he get a sense of where the rod is aside from just in this room, or?
Make a perception check.
Okay. $24.
You are looking around the room, and your first instinct is that maybe in the far end of the room it's sort of jumbled up in the pile of refuse at the back end, but your eyes sort of fall on the porcelain stake impaled straight through the woman's who's hanging from the chains in the ceiling's chest, and you notice that this sort of porcelain stake, its rod is metal tipped, and you can see, like, you know, in the fractured pieces of the rod there's sort of this glittered material, and you can see the tip of the rod. It must be encased in this porcelain stake embedded through the woman hanging in the ceiling.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, as his action, let me just check the mission on this. Yeah. As his action, he'll hold out his hand of bell, and instead of the usual burst of inferno, it's more shadows coalesce. Over here as Nikoloth appears. And then, yeah, as his bonus action, he'll summon a spiritual weapon at a 3rd level, which will attack this big guy here. $22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Okay.
Actually, they're currently blinded, so your attack has advantage, I think.
Okay. Yeah, crit fish. Fair enough. Yeah. No, doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, disregard that psychic, and there should be another D10 in there. So yeah, 17, and yeah, why not? He'll divine smite for 4 radiant.
10, 17,
17, and then 4.
21 total. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then on the Nikoloth's turn, it will. How far up is the ceiling?
Let me double check real quick. $40 feet.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Nikoloth will fly up and grab hold of the stake and pull it out.
All right. The Nikoloth flies up, and there's sort of a squishing sound as it rips the stake from its impaled position through the woman's heart. There's like a gout of blood that drips down into the altar below, and it has it.
Nice. Yeah, and would you say that's free object interaction?
To pull the stake?
Yeah.
I'd say because they're trying to remove it from something, it's more of an action.
Okay. God. I don't believe any of these are bonus action spells. Action. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and yeah, I guess he'll just stay up there.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Mapathor, at the end of your turn, Jin, you notice first, and then Lilith, and then all of you. In the previous room you guys were in also has pretty high ceilings supported by these tall pillars, and Jin, you notice a flow of red mist move over your head, billows past you and swoops down through you, Lilith, and begins to fill the ceiling of the chamber that you're currently embroiled in combat with. It begins to sort of spread itself out along the top of the walls, hugging the edges and the corners of the room. And the Impaler will use a legendary action to turn and try and stab you with a spike, Mavathor. 22 will miss you as you raise your shield, and it just the spike it pulls out of itself just sort of like bends in on itself as it stabs down at your shield. Lilith, go ahead.
Okay, this guy's still blinded, right?
Still blinded.
Okay, she's just gonna come in, take some swipes. 23, 25, and 30.
All three will hit.
Cool. Okay, 20 radiant, and then, big maths, okay.
64.
Yeah,
I could be off by 1.
65? I think it's 65.
Okay. You carve big hunks of flesh off of this monstrosity that's risen from this pool of blood. And blood begins to just kind of flow down its body into the water that you're all sort of submerged in down there up to your ankles, or maybe your knees. Anything else, Lilith?
No, except she does like flash her fangs at it.
All right. The Impaler throws its head back and roars, and as it does so, I need Lep, Lilith, Mavathor, Mercy, Thago to all give me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone within the range of my aura gets +8.
As the creature roars in the chamber, you all see these twisted spectral spikes shoot out from its body, wiggling their way towards each of you. As the spectral spikes sort of flows into your person, you all take half of 58, so 25, 29.
Nope, I take nothing.
Force damage.
Force damage, eh?
Oh.
Does Thago have any way around that? Yes, he does. Thago will activate a charge on his ring and hope for the best.
Well, if you have no extra defenses, you take 29 force damage. If you have extra defenses, you take whatever you do or don't take. And as the spectral spikes fade away, they can make the saving throw for their blind at the end of their turn, right?
Yep.
What was the DC? 21? Con?
Yep.
Con?
Yep.
23. No longer blind.
Damn.
Ring of Treachery. What does that make them take damage instead?
Redirect the damage to a random creature within 60 feet.
All right. Random or chosen?
Random.
Fuck, did I forget to roll for the priests? I did. 1. Does that... It's like any random creature within 60 feet?
Any random creature within 60 feet.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's everybody in this battleground.
Yep.
All right, Lilith, you take the extra damage.
Sorry, Lilith.
Oh, good. I can take it.
That's only half because he saved.
Yes, yeah. But you take 29 twice. Mercy.
Yeah, how are these cultists looking with all their marks and all this stuff going on?
Well, there's... Oh, that's right. Let me actually roll for these guys, because I am an idiot and didn't do it. Since we're at the top of the round, it seems like an appropriate time. A good half of them have had some of their markings burned away by some radiant sunlight from Lep. And the 2 on either side of you are currently down and unconscious. And they've all taken some damage. Well, there's 2 that have taken no damage and had their tattoos burned away. A couple of them.
Okay, and you said there's red mist filling the room?
A red mist has blown into the room on a cold wind and is hovering around the ceiling above you.
Don't like the look of that. Well, this big guy's threatening my party and I'm invisible, so stabby stab in the back.
.26 is good.
Uh, 25.
All right. You drive your blade deep into the back of this guy.
Is he still up?
Oh, yeah. He's close to bloodied. 28 hits.
Okay, that's another 12.
You twist your sword in his back for 12 more damage. I think that's bloodied there.
Okay, and I should have done the thing first, but oh well. One more stab. Another 14.
Another 14. Okay.
And I believe I'm no longer invisible.
You are, because it's greater invisibility.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, greater invisibility. You want to just remain invisible. Okay. Two things happen. One I have to roll for. Ooh, different priest, so never mind. A pale, long-fingered hand drips out of the red mist and wraps around the porcelain metal tip stake held in your summoned fiend's hand there, Mavathor. Make a strength check for me for the Nikoloth.
Okay. 19.
My sheet's having a hard time here. It tugs on the I rolled an 18. It tugs on the stake, and the Nikoloth puts its other hand on and grips it tightly. You guys hear a voice kind of emanate from the mist. Quite rude, intruders, to stroll into my realm and steal my possessions. But it doesn't matter. You're all still welcome at the ceremonies. And the big guy will use a legendary action to try and drive a spike into you, Lep.
All right, you can try.
Spike. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
You take 11 piercing damage. Your speed is halved until the start of the Impaler's next turn.
All right. I wasn't planning on moving anyways.
Okay. A priest of Osibus holds out a hand and fires a bolt of or two bolts, I guess, of necrotic energy at you, Lep.
All right.
Both of them missing.
Good.
Mavathor, you're up.
Alright. So Mavathor, with his bonus action, will use his Gift of the Chromatic on Lilith's glaive, giving it a d4 fire damage, and then as his action, he'll cast Holy Weapon on her, giving her 2d8 of Radiant. And then as part of that casting, she can attack this guy.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Said 2d8 radiant and 1d4 fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. There's 9 more radiant to that, and then 2 fire.
26 total.
Yeah.
And then my Nikoloth, as this action, is going to cast Invisibility.
Anything else?
Nope. He just completely disappeared from the map. Oh god, I can't move him. I was gonna move him closer to us. So
I can move him closer. Where do you want him?
Okay. Yeah, he'll be flying over here in the corner,
Okay.
like 20-ish feet off the ground. Yeah.
Let me see. Um,
I'm sorry, can Mercy say something?
sure.
After that disembodied voice, she's just going to yell out, "Hey Lilith, is that what's his name? Count Strudel?"
That is in fact Count Strudel.
Lilith, I raised you to be disciplined and respectful. It seems that the material realms have done you a disservice. But no matter. We'll remedy that soon enough. And the cloud of mist says, I'll be seeing you all as your gracious host tomorrow evening. And the red mist flows back out of the chambers and past you, Jin, and up the halls with a cold gust of wind. Lep, you're up.
Well,
Okay.
that was illuminating.
It's Lab. Okay. You said my speed was halved, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, now that the mist is gone, how high can Lep fly up while still being within this guy's range?
You can fly 15 feet.
Yeah, he'll fly 15 feet. He'll fly 15 feet up, and he will look down, point his finger, and cast Disintegrate.
Ooh.
And I need this guy to make a dex save. A DC 21 dex save. Or take 69 force damage.
Nice.
I rolled so many ones in that 10, but it's okay.
All right. He whips out quickly with a spear strike as you move out of his range, rolling double ones. He has an opportunity attack, and then he makes a dex save.
DC 21.
Why don't you go ahead and describe how this abomination disintegrates?
This is a similar thing to the Blight, but this sort of a static electricity of this blue and this purple and these green sort of bolts of magic lightning sort of just coalesce and envelop him and destroy him until he is nothing but dust.
Layer by layer, the fiend's skin is peeled away, being flayed one membrane of skin at a time as his flesh disintegrates, coalescing with the mucky pools of water you're all standing in.
Have topic yet?
What's that? Oh, except Jin. And the creature is disintegrated.
That felt good.
What is a foregone conclusion? Why don't each of you, one by one, describe how you take out each one of these priests of Osibus? We'll start with you, Jin.
Yeah, Jin would poke his head around the corner and just, with surgical precision, with a combination of Penumbra and Arcane Combustor, just annihilate his target.
With a whispered precision, a couple of delicate holes in their body. One of the priests falls. Lilith, how do you take one out?
spider climb, and then just kind of does a very graceful flourish with her glaive.
Yeah, you pierce through in this one swift motion. Your blade just eloquently carves the head off of one of these priests. Comical levels of Kill Bill levels of blood spurt out of his the top of his head as he tumbles into the water. Mercy. How do you take one of these priests out?
You know what? We'll just go for fun and just, like, anime slash him to ribbons while still invisible. Just to make sure that no marks are missed.
Yeah.
You know, being thorough.
For sure, yeah. You skin him whole, and just all that's left is the thin ribbons of his muscular underneath his skin as he disappears into the murky waters. Mavathor.
Yeah. He'll go over to this one over here as his Nikoloth flies over and lands on top of it, like basically pinning it down, and using some techniques he's seen from some of the torturers in Avernus, he'll like very slowly, like start to push his one of the razor sharp blades of his hand of bell into the tattoos and essentially flay him.
This little sect of these cultists are now going to be known as the Skinless Priests of Osiris. Lep.
Lep sort of very gracefully and elegantly sort of flies down to one of them, his right hand with his new luck blade stabbing directly into the heart of one of them, his left hand holding the back of their head as he says, "I hope you taste good," and he's gonna bite his fangs down into their neck.
Yeah.
Kills him.
Gotta feed
Very
everyone.
nice.
Gotta feed every once in a while.
Yeah.
The priest's blood flows in as you pierce his flesh with your fangs, and you feel a rush of life flow into you as you feed. And the last one, it holds up its hand as you all kind of turn towards it at once to tear him to pieces, and you guys can see the mark of Vecna there tattooed into his palm, and he takes his curved little dagger and he says, "The Whispered God hears all things," and he stabs the mark in his hand, and his body sort of withers instantaneously, and a black mote of smoke shoots up into the air and sort of disperses into the ceiling. And go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask if that guy in the red robe's still there.
No, I just accidentally didn't kill him with the X mark.
Mav, when the combat's over, Jin shoots you a look, gesturing to Lep, and he gives you this look like, "Yeah, it's he," and I told you.
He'll just kind of shrug and say, Lep, that would be one of those wishes would be really nice for combating Cass.
I was gonna use them to try and get rid of our marks, but yeah.
Well, I
sure.
mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great choices, but be careful because it's a chance you might never be able to use it again.
Well, if I can at least get one of you guys' marks off, that would be my hope.
Yeah.
Blood.
Well, I mean, besides, we could just pass it around to those of us who don't have the potential to cast Wish, and just
Or those of us who have neither the potential to cast Wish or direct access to a deity with that divine intervention.
Blood trickles off of the layered altar into the murky waters. As you finish off these priests, and with the second piece of the Rod of Law in your possession, you've been informed by the Lord of this dread realm that tomorrow evening there will be a ceremony in your companion Lilith's honor that you've all been graciously invited to. And that is where we'll end the session this week.
Well, now that would be an interesting uses for a wish spell.
I wish he was never my father.
Well, no, hold on. That
that's
could
a bad
backfire.
wish.
Complicated but possible to resolve. So careful what you wish for, as they say. I guess next week you'll have to find out what lies in wait for you in Barovia. I'm sure that you could attempt to leave the mists, but Lep has already learned the pain the mists can quickly cause upon you. Lep,
It's so cold and tiring.
You still technically have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
It persists until a long rest is achieved. When you guys leave Death House, between now and when you're intended to arrive for the ceremonies to take place to bid Lilith off to another Dreadlord, Lilith, where do you think you would take the party between now and that time?
I think I would take them to the Martikovs just to let everyone have a place where it's somewhat safe in Barovia.
Okay. I only asked so I can maybe at least get a map of Vallaki popped in here. But, yes, you guys recover another piece of the rod. The trouble you have now is that each piece of the rod points to a lower one. And so it lingers in all of your minds that now the trail will be cold for finding higher pieces of the Rod of 7 Parts. But if you are able to escape the shrouded mists of Barovia, perhaps Tasha or some other avenue will open up for you to continue your search. But we will have to wait to find out. You guys are powerful, man.
Yeah, we're pretty far up there.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
When you start drawing random luck blades from a deck,
well done. As level 15 adventures, you've defeated the Death House, and I will see you all
so much catharsis
next Wednesday for some more adventuring. So you guys have a good
Thank
evening.
you for running, Ryan.
Yeah, no worries.
See you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll catch you next time. What's
So
up?
I will resume the RP in like half an hour. So.
I made it from 10:22 till 10:28, and then I got a headache and had to go to sleep. I didn't get a headache from reading it. It just happened. But
words.
I'm trying to get back up to date. Yeah. I was reading it on my phone, so I think like in the darkness, reading my Discord on my phone screen for an hour probably did me in at 9 at night.
Have you reached the squabbling yet?
I think I'm at the edge of it. Yeah, so I'm about to get in there. But you guys are really good writers. I'm impressed by a lot of the stuff you drop in there. It's actually a lot of fun to read. I literally was laughing for like 10 minutes next to my girlfriend when I read that little letter when he delivered that letter.
That was
so
good.
I was in my room